This happened a long time ago, and it was because of this event that I started to become interested in paranormal incidents and supernatural phenomena. It was when I was in elementary school. My sister, my mom and I went to my grandparents' house, and at that time, a lot of uncles, aunts, brothers and sisters were there too. Fortunately, there were many rooms in the old house. At night, my mom and I slept upstairs in the room I called the blue room. The reason it had that name was because everything in the room was decorated in blue. The curtains, the walls, the bed sheets, everything you could think of was blue. That night, for some reason, I woke up at 5 in the morning. The room felt especially cold, as if there was a refrigerator right next to me. I turned to look at my mom, who was sleeping next to me, and what I saw still confuses me to this day. There was a small point of light floating above her head, just a few dozen centimeters from her face, a tiny white light. At first I thought it was flickering, but I quickly realized that wasn't it. It was actually circling above my mom's head, spinning really fast, which made it look like it was flashing. I was still little back then, and incredibly curious. I wanted to reach out and touch it, but there was a voice in my head stopping me, as if telling me not to move. Just then, my mom let out a soft hum and opened her eyes. As soon as she opened her eyes, the light stopped spinning and hovered just a few inches from her face, completely still. My mom was both scared and confused, and she didn't dare move at all. We just lay there, staring at that glowing spot until it suddenly disappeared. My mom turned to look at me, her face full of panic, and asked, "Did you see that light just now?" I answered, "Yes, I saw it. It was just floating in front of your face." My mom suddenly jumped out of bed and hurriedly ran to turn on the bathroom light. After that, we sat with the lights on until dawn, our minds filled with what had just happened. At first, we thought it might have been a firefly, but the way that light looked and moved was nothing like a firefly at all. We told the rest of the family about it, but they weren't surprised at all. They said strange things had always happened in that blue room. The door would close by itself, the lights would turn on and off on their own, and all sorts of other weird things. Then what they said next sent chills down our spines. It turned out that before my grandparents moved in, another family had lived in this house. They had a little boy who, unfortunately, died of a fever in this very house. Later, my mom told me what happened from her perspective. While she was asleep, she felt a bright light through her eyelids and thought it was already morning, but when she opened her eyes, she saw that little glowing dot floating right in front of her face. At first, she thought she was dreaming, but when she turned her head and saw me staring at her, she realized it was real. If I had actually reached out to touch that glowing dot back then, I wonder what would have happened.